Good morning, good afternoon. How are we doing today? How we doing, guys? I got my orange shirt. I hope you all can see me. So bright. So today we have a few things to go over, and today's hangout is a little bit different. Some people have been asking questions, so I figured, I'm going to go ahead and do a little question and answer type thing, help them out. And if you have a topic that you want to go over, you're having a problem, maybe I can help you out. We'll go ahead and do a hangout on it. You can follow along and basically check it out, see how to do it. I'm not perfect at everything, and nobody is, but I try to learn all the marketing stuff I can, and if I can help you out, I'm more than willing. That's what this is about, getting you some kind of results. That's why I named it Getting Results. I want you to get results. And we're going to talk about some email marketing, some problems that somebody's having. We're going to go through. We're going to set up a campaign. They're having problems putting images up or something. No problem. We can do that. And let's see. We're also going to go to an image source, and we're going to go to Google and check that out. And last week we did a hangout on Social 22. And somebody told me, and I want you to realize, that when I click the button, it doesn't just take me to Social 22. It kind of flickers me back to my own Social 22 sites. So I couldn't actually see, what comes up. So I did research it this week, and I found that there was a video there that showed 3 different choices. You have the Lite, that's what it's called. The free app is called Lite. Then you have, actually, I think it's, I don't know what they call the second one and the third one, actually, but the second one's the one I have, which is 10 apps, and the third one is 100 apps. And last week I says, what do you need 100 apps for? Well, I was watching the video, and if you wanted to market with this app, if you wanted to do like lead magnets like I do, you could actually send the people from one app to the next app to the next app, and that would be your lead magnet, and have yourself secured on the last page where wherever that lead magnet is with your content. So there's lots of different ways. You're basically, guys, you could do anything you want with this thing. If you can think it, you can probably do it. So if not, hey, you could probably contact them and say, hey, let's do this. If it's a great idea, they'll work with you. These kind of places will work with you. So guys, take advantage of that. And let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so this is the app. And when it's live, like if you're on the app right now, if you're watching this hangout on the app, basically you're only going to see this, and it might be bigger, and you're not even going to see this part. But since I have mine up, as so I can add content and stuff. How come that's not showing up there? Are we on? Uh-oh. Lost my camera. Okay. Let's go back. Stop sharing. Okay, my camera's back on. Wonder what happened there. All right, let me try that again, guys. Oh, I know why. I know why the camera's not on. Why isn't this on, though? Okay, there we go. Scared me. Scared me. I tell you, it's the technical stuff here. Man, if you guys ever done these hangouts, you know, it's kind of weird without a little partner, you know. So you freak out a little bit when you don't see yourself. Anyway, so the page would, you know, basically, sorry about that, would look something like this. All right, guys. And the Social 22. The Social 22 button is right here. And we're talking about cloning an app. Now, this is all on last week's webinar. So if you need to see that, I'm going to show you how to get there in a second. You can go through YouTube and subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll get all the Hangouts and, you know, everything involved with that, all the new Hangouts and everything. So you can subscribe here. Just click on that and go to the YouTube channel. Let me see here. Okay, good. All right, the screen's on now, right? If you can hear that, Debbie, I want to make sure the screen is up. I think it is. So let me know. I'm going to keep on moving on. Hopefully you can see it. So anyway, you can get the app right here. Like I said last week, it's really, there's no promotion here, you know. They really don't promote. They don't give us anything from promoting other than a free app. And, you know, basically that's it, you know, guys. So it's something that you could really use in tons of different all right, so we're up. All right, so you can use this in tons of different ideas. And like I said, you could see this in last week's webinar. Now, I don't want to spend a lot of time, but I did want to make sure, you know, hey, you can't get this for free. And this is basically, here's a way you can get it. You can hit this button. This is to find the Hangout from last week or any Hangout that we have done here. There's 15 of them now. So what that's going to do is take you to this page, and you go up here to, this is, you have to sign into this group. All right, and then I'll let you in, and basically you can come up to the file section and click this right here, and it's going to show you all the Hangouts. All right, guys, this is all the different Hangouts, gives you the titles, so you can pick and choose or go through them one by one, whatever you want to do. I'll make this available to you because I think it's important. You know, what we do here is we're trying to get you results. If you're just starting, maybe you're on my list. You know, this weekend I got I think 388 subscribers. Guys, you know what? There was 90% of women that came through those subscribers. That surprised me. So a lot more women are getting involved in trying to make money online. They probably have kids, you know, they're no fathers, or, you know, maybe their family. So that's a great thing, really. So that's one way you can get the Hangouts, and the other way would be go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. All right. And here's what I do, guys, for my team. I and you guys, I really, want you to know that this information here is for you. But I also, when somebody joins my team, I set them up an app, and then they can stream it. See, what they do is they come down here and clone it, and or they can do their own, but they can start out with cloning it and then change whatever they want to change. And that way their page looks kind of similar to mine. And when I tell you guys to go check out their page, because what happens is they promote their own page. I stream the video to give them content so they can sell things, or give you guys information, more information, and literally it's going to end up trying to sell you something. That's marketing. That's what we do. So these buttons here, these are information buttons. That's what I call it. They're lead magnets. Now, if you haven't been with me, a lead magnet is just basically more information. It's not going to send you to a sales page until the end. It's going to, tell you why you need this, or, help you with like total domination. This helps you get leads, and it teaches you about lead magnets and different traffic sources. Now, we give this information away for free. There's like 4 hours of information there that you can get and start using. It's not like, we're just giving you little itty bitty pieces of the puzzle. It gives you a strategy that you can go out and use right away as soon as you see the video. This right here, it's about a way that you can start making $10,000. It's there's an easy way and a hard way, and everybody wants to do the easy way, but sometimes people just are stubborn-headed, or they don't think they have the money, or whatever the case is, and they want more information. I give that away for free. So there's a way there that you can make $10,000. Basically, there's always expenses with business, guys. If you don't, know that, you have autoresponders. There's different things that you need as a marketer to make money. And if you're trying to do everything for free, if you're out there and you see all this stuff free, think about it. If it's free, how are you going to make any money? There's no way that it's free. They might give you free information, but sooner or later you have to spend money to make money. That's how it works. So here's another one right here, this landing page creator. Now, we did a campaign, 3 hangouts not too long ago on landing pages. If you need help with landing pages or any kind of information, this right here will help you. And it's also going to sell you the tool at the end. Now, these are tracking tools. These are just services that you can go and use. Why? Let me check this real quick. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm up and going. Why you need these? Well, why do I put them here? Is because I want you to have the tools that you need, and I know they actually work. They work for me. I've been using them for at least a year. So, these will work for you, and you won't have to worry about, is this the right thing? Is it going to work for me? And then we have some traffic sources. Here's a $20 free coupon, basically, to get $20 worth of traffic, and you don't have to spend a dime. You can spend their $20 and learn a little bit about PPC traffic. Somebody's trying to call me. All right, so then this traffic source here is the one that I just did, that I got 388 leads to this weekend, and these are other PPC places that you can go and try. I would definitely go and watch the hangout that I did before you just go, spend money. And if you're going to just go and spend money, if you're just going to try this, keep it at $5. You know, $5 until you figure out that you're doing good. All right, guys. All right, good. I'm glad we can see each other. Now we got that out of the way, guys. I have to do this. One more thing. If you're on YouTube, you want a better, geez, I don't know what this guy wants. If you want a better, you know, result, if you're here and it's 7:16, why is everybody trying to call me? Why? Stop it. All right. So if you're here and you're on YouTube, you can get a better experience by coming to the link. There's a link below in the description area, and you can actually, I'm just going to let that guy go because I can't stand it. You can actually come here and see what I'm talking about the page. I call it a special page there. And if you're past the week, which would be what, the 23rd, the video gets changed over. So that would be 7/23/2015, because you know this video will probably be up for a long time. Then you can still come to the page. The video will be different. You'll have to watch it on YouTube. But you can get any of the trainings there, or you know, the free coupon, or anything that is up there that we try to help you out to build your business. All right, so now we got that taken care of. Let's move on to some of our topics for today. Let's see. Let's start with images. I had a person ask me about images, and I have no idea why everybody's trying to call me today. I don't really even know those people. Anyway, here's a place. It's called 123rf.com. The reason I'm showing you this, and guys, there's tons of different places here that you can get images. You might have your own favorite place, but I'm just, you know, kind of, you know, showing you, you know, what I do. I come here mainly to get images for landing pages, let's say. For my landing page creator that, you know, that you saw there, I kind of like different landing pages. And I guess they're just spamming me. I don't know what the heck is going on there. So, you know, if you want to come here, what I put is, these are blurred. Well, not all of them are, but some of them are blurred landscapes. You can put landscapes, you can put beach scenes or whatever you want in there, and something will come up. One of the biggest problems that people have, and I had the same, and I had to contact support, is the pricing. All right. Now, I didn't want to spend $38 and get 40 credits because I only wanted a couple, you know, I think I just needed one image, and I didn't want to spend that much at the time. I don't like a lot of money being held out there over a period of time. You know, if I was going to get a bunch of them, then maybe I'd pick one of these others. So what you do is you come down here and it says minimum 10. All right. So you change this one to 10. Now you can get 10 credits for $12.50. Okay. So that's a little tip if you want to use this. And the rest of it is really basically the same. To tell you the truth, you just kind of, I mean, look, that thing's bugging me. Bugging me. Oh, let's see if I can go back. All right, so you can pick your own images. You can find this stuff, and you just basically click on it, or if you want to, hold it. You can do different things. You can add it to your light box, but generally, what I do most of the time is I come here for one, and I pick one, I download it, and let me show you one other thing that. I like this one. I might get this one later. That you want to do here is pick this one right here, the large. It's 4 credits, but pick the large. If you're going to use it for a landing page anyway. If you're not, if you're using, like if you're looking for Facebook stuff or, something for your blog, you can get away with smaller pixels, and just pay 1 credit. Maybe you want a 450 by 300. That would be perfect for like a blog post. But, if you want it for a landing page, you definitely have to have the bigger size here. I would go 2500 by 1600, something in that area. You could go to the next one down, but you're going to end up shrinking this one. And this one, you still might end up shrinking this one a little bit. But this one will be a lot closer to what you need. All right, I hope that helps you out for that. Okay, so today, these people won't leave me alone. Today, we want to talk a little bit about email marketing. This was another question. And I don't know who these people are and why they want to talk to me, but I'm busy. Quit. Okay, so what we want to do, I'm going to show you GetResponse, and I'm going to show you Aweber. Now, the rest of them I don't have access to because these are the 2 I use, and basically I use GetResponse the most. And I want to, show you these 2 because I do own both of them. Aweber I hardly ever use, but I have people there that are on the list, so I just leave it there. So what I'm going to do is show you how to build a campaign today, and how to set it up. I'm not really going to write emails for you, but somebody's having problems with, look at this. All these people just spamming me. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all these people, somebody's having a problem with images, and I want to show them how to do that. One of the questions that comes out is, how many times do you email your list? That really depends on you. It really does. I know some of the big guys that say they only do it, once a week or once a month, once every couple weeks, which really, if you're new, I wouldn't suggest that. You really probably should do it at least once a week. But you want to give them value. You're just not there to hit them up to. What I do usually is a soft sell. I give them some kind of value, like this Hangout. Okay, I give them the Hangout. I ask them to go to the Hangout, and then at the end I say, I have a little. I change it up, but I have a little saying at the end, and I tell them to click on the image, which is the image is me. And it's kind of like a banner type profile. And if you're on my list, you probably already saw it. And then I send them to the sales page, But, I try to get them to the point where they're ready to, start a business. A lot of people get into this. They have no idea what a business really is, anything about that. And, they want to learn, but, they're to the point where they really don't want to spend a dime, and they want to, have a free website, or, they want something for free. And, business isn't like that. I've been in business for over 40 years, and different businesses that I've been in have been offline except for this. And man, I spent tons and tons of money to get these businesses up and running. The first one was a simple detail shop when I was in my 20s. And I spent, back then, this was like close to 30-40 years ago. Let's see, it was 30 some years ago, let's say. And it was $5,000 to start this thing. Basically, by the time I did all the, get the shop and get all the materials and all the supplies I needed, and all the, you in the city, you had all these licenses you had to get. The fire department had to come out. There was a lot to it, so I didn't start that with nothing. My next business was, I sold parts for old cars. My wife and I decided to build an old Camaro, and then the shipping costs for the parts were like outrageous. So I decided to open up, basically, it was more like a swap meet type thing. You go to the swap meets and sell, but people used to come to my house and all kinds of stuff. I had a shop at one time, and, I really did a lot from there. And then, most of the business came from going to different swap meets all over the country. It was pretty cool. I did one run that was like 13 weeks, which is a little bit much for me. I had too many things back at the home front to do, and 13 weeks, and it was mostly summertime, or late spring. So I was gone most of the summer. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, so that was my next thing, and I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in that. So, business on the internet is a lot cheaper, but you still have to, put out something to get something. That's how I always think about it. If you're not putting out anything, we could talk about value. If you're not putting out value, you're not going to get nothing. If you're not putting out money to get the tools that you need to build a business, you're not going to get anything. That's just the way it is. Maybe, there's maybe some people can slide by maybe and make a few bucks, but I'm talking about a business, something that's going to make you money day in, day out, and, for a long time, not just short term or anything. So, what we're going to do is talk about how to set a campaign up, and we'll do that first. And then once we do that, we'll go ahead and, show the image thing that the person wants to know, and we'll go from there. But as far as follow-ups, though, it really depends on you. I mean, I had a thing where, I don't know if you guys know Frank Kern, but if you do, he used to say, he would, if you're on his list, he only contacts you about once or twice a month. So, I don't know what he did when he was younger, when he was just first starting out, but I would say at least contact your list at least one time a week. That's what I do, sometimes twice. And sometimes, I do newsletters, which is basically a broadcast. And maybe some of the people, like right now, I just got 380 people in. Well, they may have gotten an email every day, because generally what I'll do is, with my follow-up, is I'll give them the first day, and then I let them sit for a day, and then I'll give them more information the next day. But if it falls into the hangout, if it falls in between that hangout, they may get the welcome message, and then they're going to get, hey, come to the hangout. And then the next day they're going to get, whatever the next follow-up is. So that's kind of what happens sometimes unless you build a list for each one. But I like to keep my main lists, get them big, and not have like a million different lists, because when you do a broadcast, then it's a lot to click all the buttons and stuff. So if it's the same, if say it's a money-making thing, I will go ahead and I just try to put it in the same list. They get the same lead magnet, they get everything the same. And then if it just happens that they get maybe 2 emails one day, you just can't help that. I got people that contact me all the time, and you can check your emails. Sometimes these guys contact me 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. I just delete them. I don't even look at what they're selling. Even if I needed it, most likely I just delete it. That's a little bit much. But I know another guy that was really good, and he emailed people every single day. He had like 700 and some different emails, and he was trying to sell these emails at one time. And yeah, but he did it not at maybe every day, but it was a lot. It was a lot of emails, and that's fine. I mean, even once a day is not too bad compared to like 5 times a day. And every once in a while, you're going to probably get 2 emails from the same guy, especially if you sign up for something and then they're trying to give you more information or, some value or something. You might get another one, just like I just said. So that's up to you. Really is. You can test it and try it out and go from there. All right. So we're going to build a campaign. This is GetResponse. All right, so what you do is you come over here to your current campaigns. And if you don't have any campaigns, you can still come here, and it's going to have this down here. So create a campaign. All right, we're just going to call GB demo. Oh, see if it already exists. Let's see, GB123 demo. Maybe I already did a demo, and that's why it's doing that. Or somebody else did. All right, so that's where it takes you. Edit campaigns. The next thing you want to do, they changed this. Now they're calling me again. Hitler's calling me. Oh my God. All right. So for this, the only thing that I need to change is I have different businesses, okay, and different emails setups. So you have to go in and change. I'm just showing you this just to so you can see it. Oh man. Something about GetResponse has been really slow. All right, so I just let that go. I'm not going to worry about it. See, it wants to. All right, so anyway, there it is. So I have 3 different emails in here, and I can pick and choose the one I want. That's what you do in general. There's really not much to do. If you only have one email in here, you have nothing to do there. Profile. Really nothing to do. I don't generally do anything right here. Okay, here if you want to double opt-in, if you don't know what that is, that means your customer has to confirm their email. So when they put their email in, they'll get an email sent to them that says, please confirm that you really want this information. Now, what's been happening throughout the years, we used to do that. a lot, and there's certain instances that you would want to do this, but most of the time you're going to click these two off. And then I have the same problem with businesses. So, I want to put that on that. I don't do anything there. This is real time. So when you change something, it automatically saves it. So basically that is completed. So next thing you're going to want to do is come and create a new form. And this is probably going to take forever. All right, so you can do what you want here. There's different setups that you can do if you're, whatever you're doing. Basically, what I do is this one, because I put it on my landing pages. My landing page creator. So I only need the form code. I don't need some fancy, form up here with Santa Claus on it, or you know what I'm saying? I don't need that most of the time. You would use that maybe, let's say you want a box like this for a blog or something like that. Maybe, you have something like that. But, for landing pages and stuff, this is the one I do. I just say apply. I cut all this stuff off. Well, the name's good. I just cut all that off. And you can cut the name off if you want, if you just want the email type thing. What I've been doing is leaving the name, and if they put a name, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine. So that's how it's been working for me. So if you need to do one of these forms, you may want to resize this. You can actually change the button by coming over here. Submit button. All right. And what you can do is you have to have the URL address. So if you have a blog, you can put the image up on your blog and then put that in, and then go into images, and it'll give you a URL, just like HTTP, whatever it is, whatever your blog is, plus the image. And you can put that here, and it'll show up here. And then you can mess around with this little padding stuff, and but that's basically what you need to do this, to make this button look nice, to get a color out of the button. I never used the standard. So from there, then this is for my landing page. Then I would hit next step. And then you come up here, and if you don't put this in here, then when you go to look at your forms later, I'm just going to put GB123 demo. Okay. Here's another, if you forget to click those things, this is going to say confirm opt-in. If it says off, you're good. If you just want the email and a single opt-in, basically. So both of these should be off. The thank you page, you can come down here, and you can do this after the fact. You can put your custom thank you page URL. If you say, excuse me. Thank God they quit sending me messages, huh? You could put your lead magnet, wherever you're going to send them. A lot of people send them straight to the offer. You can put the offer in there, and what'll happen when they sign up, and it'll go straight to your offer. If you want to put your lead magnet in there, like I do a lot, you can just put that in. And guys, you can build this all out and come back and put that in, and it'll still work. You don't have to just save the form right here, and don't worry about, redoing everything else. App is your form. You're all set. So if there's certain things where you need to put this whole thing in, and certain times, like my landing pages, basically the ones that I do, I only need a certain portion of this where it says form right here. You come down here, it's at the end of the style, and it says I copy the div, the div. I copy that, and then it says form, accepted, and then you go all the way down to this div tag right here. This is the closing one, and you'll see the closing form tag right there. You just copy all that all the way up. You don't have to put this little script thing in there. Don't worry about that. That's just for GetResponse. So don't worry about that. Come down here. Oh, that's your form list. So you're done. Once you do that, then you can put that on your landing page or your website or wherever you're putting the form. All right, guys. So that's basically how to set that up. Now, I'll go back. And let's see, message. All right, if you want to do preloads, most of the time the company that you deal with will give you the information that you need to do this. You actually have to follow their instructions, because they're the ones that have the preload information, and that's basically how that works. But this is where you go to do it, and you just basically follow their directions, and their emails will pop right in here all set up for you. That's how that works. So follow-ups, you're going to go to a manager, autoresponders. What you're going to do is you're going to go, well, this is already preset in here, but sometimes you got to watch. Just make sure that this is the one that you're trying to preload. All right. Because see, right here is another one that's clicked on, so you want to take that off, or you'll be messing up another one of your follow-ups. But if you just have one, it's just going to pop this in. But once you start getting lots and lots of lists, then make sure there's a button up here that takes it from all to nothing, and then you can go down and click this one right here, or whatever one you need to. All right, so that's how you do that. Here's your calendar. Basically, like I said, I'm really not going to I'll show you a few things, but I'm really not going to do an email for you. That takes too much time, and I just don't think that's necessary. But make sure you're on this one. Sometimes when I'm doing this, here's what I'm talking about. I may have like three hangouts, and I made them into like a campaign, like I did WP Profit Builder. I made a campaign, and I showed you basically how to set up a ClickBank campaign. Well, it was 3 videos, so that's content that some of the subscribers that I had didn't see because they didn't show up, or people get busy. What happens is what I'll do is, if I think it's good content, I'll put it in the follow-up. So basically here 0 is going to come out as soon as the customer opts in. So when that happens, 0 is going to go out, and 0 generally is welcome, and you give them the link to whatever you're promoting, or whatever, like if it's a lead magnet or your promotion, whatever you're promoting, wherever you want them to go, let's say, then this will go out to them that the very second that they, opt in. So if something messes up, say they go to the page and it's messed up for some reason, and then they don't know where the heck to go, they still have your email. They may see after, a few minutes and say, oh, okay, and I'll click it again and maybe it'll work. You never know what's going to happen with people's computers are slow. There's something happen with their internet, and you want all the choices, all the chances that you can get, to have that person look at your stuff. So you can actually choose, like I said, if I was doing that and I had several lists that I wanted them to see those 3 videos, you can go in here instead of rewriting the whole thing over and again. And I'll press this real quick. And this gives you your newsletters and your autoresponders. So if you have different lists, like I said, then you could come here and just say, choose this one. It'll automatically put that up for you, and you won't have to do anything. But if you do need to do a new one, you come down here, create it, put yourself a title in here, hit save and publish. The other way that I just showed you is say you decide to put, like I just did here recently, I decided I'm going to show other people that campaign that we did, that people that want to make money, so I have lists that people want to make money in different things. And I figured, well, I'm going to show them all of these, Hangouts, give them another opportunity to see it and, check it out. So what happens if you hit save and publish, sometimes it'll come up and say 379 people on your list will not get this. Do you want them to get it? That means that they already passed that date that you put up there. And, to get for them to get that email, you have to push that button. And then there's a choice over here. It says if you don't want them to get it, then you can click that one. So that's up to you. All right. Let's see what else. Let's go ahead. We'll do a newsletter so I could show you how to put that image in. Okay. Newsletter. Hey, I guess one opt-in. That's pretty sorry today. Create. Now you can do this any way you want, guys. You can use these templates they give you. Put yourself a good title in there, not demo. I'm not going to do anything with this. All right, you can use any one of these templates if you want. Myself, I don't like using those. I go straight, start from scratch. I almost hit the wrong one. And I use this blank one. You can use any of these you want, but I just used the blank one. It comes up like this. Gives you a little phone, what it's going to look like in the mobile phone. And here's one that does images. You can do an image. You can have image and text. Image and text, right and left. And I think that's it. That's it, guys. So what I generally do is I use this one and this one. So I'll just show you that, so you have an idea. So you double click each one of these. And they pop up. So you come up here. I always do this because it helps me. And then, hello. All right. Like I said, I'm not going to write you an email. I write enough emails. So the image, you click on the image. As soon as you do, they pop up. You can use any one of these images you want. But if you have an image that you want to use, like I do, you click here. All right, my images. These are things that I generally, put in here myself. If you need to upload them, upload from your computer, upload from your URL. So if you have, like I said, if you have a website and you have the URL already, you can, click this and put the URL in and it'll pop it up. If not, then you can come over here and get it from your computer. Basically, all you need to do is say which one you want to use. There it is. Here's your little box. Like if you want, like this one, I always put a link to. You click that, you put the link here, you say okay, and you're done. That's how easy that is. Piece of cake. They made these autoresponders really easy nowadays. So from here, we're going to go here, and let me make sure that I'm up. I want to show you Aweber. It's not much different. And this one here, when you first start, I'll show you on this one a little bit. The first time you do it, you do have to fill in the information. I'll show you here. So that's what you're going to do. Is you're going to come straight down from Aweber. You want to build a new list. That's what they call it. Instead of building a campaign, they call it a list. So this one's done already. I'm just going to follow along with this so we don't end up being too long today. I don't want to bore you to death, but I want to give you the information you need. So, basically you put your company name in there, your URL, and then your address, whatever. This stuff here is going to be at the bottom of the email, to show that you are really a real person. You're not trying to scam somebody. And, there's a lot of that going on. I get people, I guess they catch my email from somewhere and they just start emailing the crap out of me. And that's not very good. It's not good business, but, whatever. Then you hit next and you fill out this information. And they used to have a video here of what to do if you didn't know what to do. So you're creating a list. Basically you're just filling in these boxes. Aweber's a little more, they have a lot more questions and stuff. I think it's just going back and forth because I didn't fill anything out. But you just keep going through this, and like I said, guys, I don't use Aweber that much. They used to have a thing where you got a video, probably after all this basic stuff. If there's something and you didn't know how to do it, there was a video here that basically showed you how to do it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the I'm going to let's see if I can go back. Oh, come on. I want to go home and they won't let me. Leave the setup process. Yes, leave. All right, there we go. So in this one, then to create a broadcast, to get the image on this one, this one's a little different. All right, so here's your message. It's already set up. So all you have to do is put your email in there. So if you want an image on this one, you take this, you drag it down there. Oh, sorry. You drag it into the box and it'll separate it. All right, so you click on it. Right here is the image box. You say my gallery or image gallery. In image gallery, this is the ones that they give you. You can come up here, put your own in. Let's see how you do that. Haven't done this in a while. Upload an image. So, okay, if you had to upload the image yourself from the computer, you'd hit this. You go into your computer, upload the image that you want, and then it's going to be in your gallery. So, like this particular thing I do here, you know, I put this at the bottom of a lot of my emails. It's always there. I don't have to upload it every single time. It's already there. Same thing with GetResponse. They're already there. Once you put those images up there, you can use them over and over and over and over again, because this is kind of about me and about what I'm doing and trying to help you, help you with your business or get you to join with me on my team or whatever. This is, what you can do as far as a profile. And then if you want to put, like I always say, click here, you want to put, hey, they're trying to call me again. Must really want me. Then you can put an image of wherever you want them to go right here. And you're all set. That's it. That's all there is to that. So now, as far as a follow-up email, I didn't really go through that. It really depends on you again, but generally you can, I don't want to say bug, but you can email somebody about 14 days worth on, let's say you're trying to sell, let's say the landing page creator, say that was your product. If you were trying to sell that, then you could, send them different content to help them along as far as, maybe they wanted to, a lot of people will not buy from you on the first time. They want to see, what you're about, what you're doing, and how you're going to approach them and try to help them. A lot of times in business, we all want to make money. So we're thinking in the process of, it's about me, because you want to make the money. It's about me. I want to send this email out so I can get money. I want to send another one out so I can get more money. But in reality, it's about that customer. It's about them. What are they going to get out of the deal? Are you going to give them something? Because there's a lot of people out there selling the same thing. They can go somewhere else. But if you're going to give them value, if you're going to show them more about the product and, not really, like, if you don't buy this today, if you soft sell them at the end, say, if you're ready, to get this, click this button here or whatever. And, I try to soft sell more than hard sell, because hard sell, you're pushing. And when you're pushing, it really isn't going to work. People don't like to be, they like to buy things, but they don't like to be sold to. So, that's something to think about when you're marketing, but you could put it, like 14 days every other day or every couple days, and you can have a follow-up system that'll work for a month. You know what I'm saying? If you do it like that. You can also do like I did, have follow-up system, and then maybe you did some really good content like I did on the Hangouts, and then put the Hangouts in there, and the next people that come through your system will have a couple extra, maybe another 6 days or something like that. So it's up to you. You can actually do it for 7 days. I've seen marketers where they'll promote one product for 7 days, and the next week it's a new product. And I don't do that myself. I generally promote a lot of the same stuff all the time because I know it works. I don't have to go out and worry about if the product isn't going to help you guys get something, get results or whatever it claims to do. And, I try to pick things that are really going to work for you, that if you take the time to learn them, you will make the money that you need to. That's what I do. I do have a lot of products coming up that's coming from our traffic course that's going to be really cool. But I already know that, I already know the kind of content that comes from this course. So I know whatever they do is going to be good, because that's what they're about. They're about giving us value. They're about giving you value. And it's all about the customer. It's not really about them. And that's really, in the end, that's the type of people that you want to be around. The people that, if you go up to them and, all they're talking about is money, 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 it's really, they're short term. They're not going to be too much around. They're not going to be around too much. So, if you want a long-term business, you want to think about your customers more than you want to think about yourself. All right. So let me go back, and Debbie, if you have any more questions or anybody else have any questions, just let me know in the comments. If you're here after the fact, then, leave comments. I always check them. How do you drag an image up into the body of the email message? I think you're going to have to, on GetResponse, you're going to have to pick one of these, I think. You're not going to be able to drag it up there. It's not a website where you can just do that. Now, you might be able to do it, which is good, probably maybe a little bit over your head. You can do it when you first come into this. Let's see if I can go back. Back. Shoot. Went too far. You can A/B test your emails too if you want. Sorry about that. I went back too far. Oh. All right, what you could do is, come on, slow today. I don't know. GetResponse is getting really slow. They've been doing this to me for about 2 weeks. All right, so what you could do, if you want to do it, you have to know about code, though, to do it, that I know of. You'd have to click in here and and use the HTML code editor. So I don't think you actually know enough. You'd have to figure it out. I'd have to figure it out because it just doesn't it isn't worth it to me to, exactly spend a ton of time on where I'm going to stick a certain, that didn't come up right, where I'm going to stick a certain image. Get the image on the email anywhere. If you want, there's other places, there's other templates that you could do this, but I think there's really this one at the top. I know you said something about you wanted it at the top. I can't remember if you can resize this image. Probably. If it's a small image, it's just going to put it up here, and then you can start your text after that. So you might have to play with it, but you're going to have to use one of these boxes. All right. Let's see what this template looks like. See how it's set up? This guy really wants to talk to me. So anyway, I don't think you can actually drag this anywhere. You could go up here. Oh, geez. You could go up here and take this out, and then you'd have a little image right here. Brother. Okay, so you could actually take this out. You could go up here and delete that, and then you could put your little image up here. And if it's small, it's just going to be small, and then the text will be here, and, whatever. You can delete this, or you can, like I said, you can use this one here. You can double click on that, and there's the same thing in a way, little image here with some text. I hope that helps. Let me see. Yeah, I think that HTML thing is going to be a little hard, though. But you can learn it. Anybody can do it. But you just can't drag it. You're going to have to use, like I said, if you're using one of those other things, you're going to have to use a box. It's not really a website. So what you could do is, here's what you could do. I know you have Composer. You could go in there and actually do everything in there, go back into the source code, copy the source code out, and you may be able to take it over to GetResponse and copy it in. That'd be probably the easiest way to do it, because everything will be set up for you, and all you have to do is basically copy it. So that's another idea for you. The body of the email. If you want to put it in the body, you can put the image, you can put one of those images anywhere. But if you want it like at the top corner or something, then you probably have to do it through Composer. Yes, you can use the templates. All right, you good? I'm going to stop sharing. Guys, I hope you got a lot of information out of this. A lot of it was basic, but, there's a lot of people that actually, really need this kind of stuff. That's how they're going to get results, because if they don't have this kind of information, or they don't have, know how to do it, and sometimes it's just tweaking things. So, it was an easy hangout. There was a lot of basic stuff, but there was a lot of good information too. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Go ahead and check all the links out below. Maybe you're on one of my team's pages. Check their links out. Check out the information that they're going to give you. And you know what, guys? I'll see you next Thursday at 1 o'clock. You guys have a successful day, and I'll see you later.